Kalau anda yang baca social media baru-baru ni, korang perasan tak ada macam they took away the song that they had for this anime was taken off the streaming sites due to fear of copyright infringement. It wasn't copyright claimed by Sony, but fear of ada siapa yang dah baca atau tahu pasal benda ni?
Aku baca keseri je. Aku tak baca betul-betul.
Munir?
Yalah, it's all over the anime pages yang aku follow pun lah. I mean, because I'm not sure with the Japanese music scene to comment whether there are grounds for them to be afraid ke tak. Tapi maybe I'm a bit naive, but aku tak tahu, in a perfect world kan, if this was actually macam referencing an actual band ke apa benda, which I don't know again, tapi kalau lah you, and okay, the first thing, the weird thing is that dia tak kena copyright strike pun, tapi macam dia sendiri, aku tak tahu, maybe the lawyers, dia orang yang advise, hey, you know what, I think this is gonna get us in trouble kan. Kalau aku, if you're gonna take it down, which is, you know, that's kind of damaging to your body to begin with, why not? Since it's already out there, viral, orang pun suka. If you're gonna do some kind of initiative, like just approach the fucking band that you are referencing, allegedly, kalau betul, then get them to do like a cover performance ke apa ke, like share the wealth or something kan, macam sama-sama naik, ride on this wave together. I think that would make like all sides happier tau. So entahlah, tapi macam aku rasa dia agak knee-jerk lah. Benda tu tak sempat orang nak viral, tak sempat all the reaction mashup content creators nak you know, jump on this kan. Lalu tiba-tiba dia macam like a viral moment that was cut too short. I will never know how big it would have become, and out of what? Just macam tertakut dengan bayang-bayang sendiri, tiba-tiba took it down. So if you ask me in summary, aku rasa macam damn, what a missed opportunity on a couple levels sebenarnya.
I don't think it's a major issue, and I think it's respectful lah. But yes, like what Munif said lah, it's a missed opportunity, because I would have loved to discover X Japan, because when Kudo was saying, siapa yang tahu, yang follow Japanese pop culture dengan music diorang, when I look at Hayashi, I was thinking of Glay, I was thinking of L'Arc-en-Ciel, but those were post X Japan. So it would have been great to find out what were the glam rock bands in J-rock, and X Japan would have been one of them. And sayang lah, sebab orang-orang macam aku akan macam, wow, there's a whole trove of cool Japanese rock bands yang macam, you know, yang macam Hayashi ni, macam glam rock semua, for me to discover. So too bad lah. But if it makes things easier for everyone in the long run, then I guess it's okay kot.
Okay, I'll just give it a long shot of it. I first got whiff of this from somebody on social media, and then obviously because aku ikut Yoshiki is the drummer for this band. This is a band that's been around for, dia memang, it's like the pride and joy of Japan as well lah. I mean, dia orang pun ada law dari segi macam one of the gitaris yang untuk band dia nama Hide committed suicide, or allegedly committed suicide, or it looked like suicide, but he died lah. And then lagi satu, kalau korang minat X Japan over the decades, you would see, I mean, there was even a film or documentary. Ni masa diorang in the 90s when they were wearing the get up macam Hayashi ni, I can't even tell them apart, because that goes to show lah how fan apa kau ni. Tapi aku tahu lah Japan tu siapa tapi because I've listened to the music before. So this is the apology from the production committee of Dandadan. The production committee is basically an amalgamation of the studio, of the production company, including Aniplex. Kalau kau nak, kau boleh pergi ke MAL and you can find out who the production committee for Dandadan season 2 is. So in essence, this is a tribute, this is a homage. But the thing was, when the band that they got to write the song, siapa yang minat Megadeth, you've heard of Marty Friedman. Marty Friedman moved to Japan decades ago. He can speak Japanese. He has a YouTube channel called Rock Fujiyama dengan Rolly, and basically he wrote the music with the twist that it's like a homage to one of the famous songs by X Japan called Kurenai. The first time aku nampak notice ni bila somebody made this alert was that somebody brought this to Yoshiki's attention. Yoshiki sekarang duduk Los Angeles. Yoshiki happy gila, dia kata apa ni? Oh, hey, that's cool. Betul, dia kata, yeah, sounds like us, look like us. In fact, if you think about it, Tatsu already drawn the flipping band years ago. So the fact that Sayan Saru was smart enough to, hey, Tatsu drew this band, look like X Japan, why don't we make this music that sound like X Japan? Kita tak adalah curi lagu X Japan, tapi make it sound like X Japan so that it has less issues lah kalau ada copyright ke apa kan. Tapi as you watch Yoshiki's punya Twitter post, after a couple of posts, dia macam I was told by some of my close people, there may be people wanting to mungkin nak sound lah this company, mengapa korang pakai lagu macam kita orang. So almost to the point of, you know how people sue people for plagiarism. Tapi thus far lagu tu bunyi ala-ala Kurenai. In fact, when they drew the band performing dekat laman rumah Seiko tu, even the drummer had a neck brace because Yoshiki is well known for his neck injuries. He's had 3 surgeries thus far on his neck. So Yoshiki kata, I'll stop talking about this now. I'll let the people involved sort it out. Yang aku kelakarnya juga, dah kau tahu Japanese being risk averse, why didn't you approach flipping Sony first? Yang kelakarnya, anime ni punya production committee includes Aniplex, Dentsu, Shogakukan Shueisha, Mainichi Broadcasting System, Toko Shunsha Film Corporation and Shueisha. So Aniplex is Sony. Sony nak sue Sony ke? It's like, dude, Aniplex, cakap lah kat kau punya bos, kita orang nak buat lagu ni macam lagu yang kau orang pegang copyright, because Yoshiki pun cakap, I wrote the song but the rights is not mine because Sony owns the right. So pretty much when they themselves also contacted Yoshiki about the matter, and Yoshiki was quite cordial about it. We are using this opportunity to consider the creative initiatives together for the future. Once again, of people's apologies. Aku rasa the apology was easier accepted lah, because obviously production committee includes Aniplex, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of Sony.
But I think it's just a Sony thing lah. So kau tengok dia punya movies pun, dia own the rights to the Spider-Man, but they keep making movies yang tak ada Spider-Man, like they can't use it. So it's a Sony thing, tak tahu lah.
Peter Parker pun tak boleh sebut.
Aku punya teori adalah basically when they conceive the song, because benda ni aku dengan Munif, one of the things that me and Munif love about Dandadan, and we've made this statement before, is that basically if you're an 80s 90s kid, Dandadan is for you, because Tatsu pulls a lot of his references and inspiration from IPs from those 2 decades. So homages and tributes are commonplace and is a part of Dandadanisms or Tatsuism in Dandadan. Jadi when they know that they're doing something original, that is not necessarily a riffing off something that was done before or trying to copy and emulate. It's just I'm using your likeness, or I'm using your IP to characterize whatever I'm doing right now. They never felt the need to ask for permission lah, because it's still an original work. It's not even a cover.
Yeah.
And benda tu dah memang konsisten. Benda tu memang konsisten dengan a lot of other IPs pun, bukan Tatsu dan Dandadan je. So bila dia buat benda ni, and then when you arrive at the music, sebelum ni kita tak pernah terfikir benda ni, sebab Tatsu is writing and drawing it on paper. We are not literally publishing music or creating new music.
Macam mana kena bawa music dalam komik pun.
Bukan dia kena bawa music dalam komik, exactly. Jadi bila dia bila dia adapt to anime, of course dia tak terfikir benda ni until they arrive at this moment. Tapi bila they arrive at this moment, the process of producing that music is an extension of the creative process to do Dandadan, which is kita ambil lah references dan inspiration, which in this case is Kurenai, X Japan and so on lah. Okay, as a creative process, nobody saw any problems with that. And then when they probably, this is presumptuous, but when they thought about it, benda ni akan ada isu copyright tak? Nak copyright apa benda? Kita bukannya pakai diorang punya catalog atau diorang punya discography, tak pakai lagu diorang pun, kita buat lagu baru je. Betul macam Oh, betul juga kan. Nanti kita explain lah. Okay, betul. Like what Munif said lah, macam, man, that's a missed opportunity, because if we became famous enough, then for season 3, when the Hayashi returns, they could have gone like, yo, Yoshiki, you know what? Kan? You know, but that of all this is, you know, maybe, I don't think it's a major issue, but it's an interesting thing to talk about lah.
Yeah, tapi bukan macam like I was showing below. So unfortunately Yoshiki deleted his post yang masa Multi Friedman. Yes, my band and I did it out of love and respect for ex-Japan and Multi Friedman. No, I mean Yoshiki is based, as I said, based in LA. Dia duduk je LA, tapi music ni Sony Japan. Tapi nonetheless, now everything all settled. So let's hope lah, as you say, let's hope for the next iteration of whether or not a second appearance or further future appearances of the band, or kalau dia buat OP ke ED ke.
Yeah.
Tapi that'll be bloody expensive lah kalau dia orang band senior. Tapi itulah. I quite like it how when Tatsu did the macam Mama yang ada misai tu is the bassist nama Pata in the real band. Tapi Pata main gitar. Dalam ni nama dia Patterson, dia main gitar. So the Yoshiki person is on drums, tapi dia guna Hide, the person who died as a guitarist, because dia pakai gitar. Pada anda yang minat gitar elektrik, Hide uses a BC Rich Mockingbird warna kuning, and that's what they use for this. So memang, tapi itulah, it's quite as we all commented lah, that image of ex-Japan, kita buat lagu macam ex-Japan, and so they just reached out lah to artists in Japan who could and just a little trivia for the American dub, they got the vocalist for Dragon Force to sing as the vocalist. And then aku tengok juga dalam list dekat ML siapa nyanyi, they seem to be like just seiyus who happen to know how to sing lah. They didn't get some singer to sing it, but so that's our Yoshiki thing lah.
Ada.